but the clock won't wait. It's do or die now. Open the gate. Game over, no restart. This is where the legends start. Pixel blood and broken hearts. Game over. Game over. Sweat on the joystick, fear in the air. Every move counts, but the code's unfair. Boss fight looms, big shadows collide. Survival respawn, nowhere to hide. Game over, no restart. This is where the legends start. Pixel blood and broken hearts. Game over. Game over. Say it's just a game. They don't know the name. Resident Evil in our veins. We own this. We reign. Game over, no restart. This is where the legends start. Pixel blood and broken hearts. Game over. Game over. Game over.
You're listening to FFOP Radio.
Reach the Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. My name is Dave from the grave, right? Because it's Halloween season. This is FFOP Radio. Lean crew right now. Krista is MIA. She is in the chat, obviously. We got her in the chat. It's Lee Creer. But here we are. So what are we doing? Let me introduce my co-host in the meantime. Basically, he's the real producer. I say Chris is the producer, but it's actually this man right here. Because if there's content on this show, it's because of him. But FDO is on the show. Welcome, FDO.
Hey, thank you for having me on again.
So we're going to be doing, it's a pleasure to have you, not to skip over the formalities, but we have something I've not done before, maybe like in this context or what I'm calling it. But what we're going to be doing here is FDO is going to be playing Resident Evil, the original classic PS1 version. I'm going to be commenting like sports commentator style over it. Now that I'm thinking about this, we probably should have picked like a more action-heavy game, but you know, we're gonna roll through it. We're gonna be playing.
Hey, I got Doom still.
Then I'll make the description of this game a liar. I also, here's the thing: I should have put like your shrimp body somewhere on screen. This whole show is fucked. But here's the thing: guys, the town is falling apart. Full disclosure: every day I wake up, a little more of the town has been washed away. So, we're working on it. I'm sorry. But that being said, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be watching FDO play a little bit of Resident Evil, you know, and I'm going to jaw jack over it. And, you know, I'm going to make him try to lose and stuff like that. But I need, here's the thing, FDO. I need you to start sharing that screen with me so I can show the nice people. And I should have put so many things I should have told you guys.
I share. I mean, I still got a sharing. I don't know what's happening.
It doesn't show anything to me.
I got you.
Something was up. Technical difficulties, guys. That's the thing about live shows. Because what you're okay, so it's just showing me like a big picture of a white shrimp. Is that all your?
On my screen, I see the gameplay.
Oh well.
On the.
Oh wait, here. Let me see if I do this. There we go. All right, I can even hear it. Are you fighting mans? already?
Oh no, that's just the game. That's the demo.
I was like, damn, he's in the action already. Right, so let me get it nice and big. Ba-pew. All right, FDO. Gonna be playing some Resident Evil classic style. Let's do it. Man, oh man, do I love... I don't know why did they kill it, right? Full motion video. Did we get actors to do the parts? You played 7.
I always is Jill because it's technically the easy mode. It's just how it is.
Yeah, that's insider nerd lore that I'm totally unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Seventh Guest?
No.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
not
classic.
very good with puzzles like that.
Me neither. I hate puzzle games. Like my friend, my best friend through most of my life loved puzzle games, and I would watch him play Myst and Riven or whatever those games were. All these like point and click Shivers, point and click adventure games. Dig rather, kicked my ass every time. I'm just trying to crank up your volume.
Bravo team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris.
Those look like free assets you get on Canva now. Like, you know what fucking boils my blood? And like, it's gotten so bad recently. But like, you go onto YouTube, it'll show you like ambient autumn or Halloween-y type music. But the people making these like moving backgrounds have no taste. Like, but here's the thing, because you're gonna say, "Oh, Dave, you have no taste. I've seen your thumbnails." But here's the thing, like mine are intentionally bad. These people are like, I feel like trying and failing, and that's what sucks.
Yeah. I'll just have to take your word on that because I'm not familiar with that.
That if you're not, it's a highly specific gripe. I understand. If you're not trying to replicate a Halloween vibe like mid-April or whatever, and you're just a normal person, you wouldn't know.
So an interesting fact about what we're watching here, this was only ever on the PC release in full color and all the gory violence that you see. So when this originally released, it was in black and white, and all the gory effects were cut.
Yeah, I remember seeing. Yeah, because like it was so lame. Sarah, no, my burrito. Yep, she did.
So yeah, I am playing a hacked, modded version of the PS1 version, which is why we're seeing this intro. It was supposed to release with the DualShock version, but they accidentally released it without it.
You know, again, as we watch this, it's such a delight to watch something live action. Like, this was shot with people, and it's so fun. Music videos. Video games don't have this sort of, like, kitsch anymore, do they? Unless they're, like, intentional throwbacks.
Yeah.
I miss this kind of shit.
And these were some of the few people, the white people, that they could find in Japan.
I mean, you can tell, right? Because, like, who you wouldn't look at this guy and go, yeah, that's Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Drinking coffee.
Barry Burton.
Guys, if you have not seen Phalus here on YouTube, like, he does a shit ton of stuff with Resident Evil, and I've seen this intro so many times through his channel alone. It's unbelievable. It's like how I don't have to watch Citizen Kane because I've seen The Simpsons.
The original title for this game is Biohazard, in case you don't know.
But who doesn't, right? Like, it's like, if someone doesn't know that this was called Biohazard, they're probably going to have their mind blown that there was a Mrs. Pac-Man.
What a man.
All right, starting the game off strong, getting in through the cutscene, so basically have done nothing.
Chris?
Stop it. Don't open.
I mean, I hit the start button.
Stop it! Don't open that button!
What is it?
Maybe it's
The master of unlocking?
now Jill.
Nah, Jill's the master of it.
I'm going with you. Chris is
I like that he hears a gunshot and he goes like, "What is it?"
What is it? We're highly trained military figures. What is it?
Stay alert.
And stay alive.
Stay
This
erect.
Halloween. Stay erect. Half-mast at all times.
But not for over 4 hours. Go to the hospital.
Yeah, who put that in motion, right? Like, who said, like, someone was sitting there with a stopwatch and they go, okay, this boner's been 3 hours and 58 minutes. Going good. Like, was there a failure? You know, like a structural failure? Like if you're testing a bridge in a lab? With a massive boner blowout at
What
4
is it?
hours. Couldn't take it.
Blood.
Hope this isn't Chris's blood.
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
Yeah, I'll be
This is
examining this.
not
It's a puddle of blood, right? Puddle of mud. Great music. Huge in the 90s. Puddle of blood, though. How, you just going to lean down and go, yep, it's red.
That's it.
It's viscous. It's good looking out, Barry. Fucking nailing that. That's why you're here. Everybody's seen this cutscene.
So what you're going to see right here is another uncut scene that was removed originally. Because before the head hits the ground, cuts. You don't see the flesh bitten off.
An uncut scene. What a specialty for Halloween. Ugh, these doors always annoy the shit out of me. Like I'm already like bad at video games and
Barry?
scared easily, and then to give you like tank controls, and then to give you like a 9 or 10 second.
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
Don't ask questions. 3 headshots for a simple zombie.
Shoot first, ask question late.
Is it?
Let me take care of this.
Kenneth was killed too.
Now
Maybe
let's ask
by
the
this
questions.
creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
If you're in the mood, I recommend the novelization of these by author S.D. Perry, especially for Resident Evil 2. I really enjoyed those books. They're probably incredibly juvenile, and if I were to read them now, 25 years later, I'd probably be like, what?
Help me look for him, Jill.
I'm not surprised that there's novelizations, but I had never heard of them.
I only stumbled across them simply because like Resident Evil 2 was so big. It was still in everybody's minds when like 3 came out. Like everybody's like, "Wow, great, whatever."
This Resident Evil is probably the PlayStation's first big hit, if I were to say.
It has to be, because like you come along with like survival horror that's actually survival horror, and like given, you know, the things we would learn about controls, this was the best of all situations available.
Yeah. This game predates Tomb Raider by 7 months.
So should we start judging your performance by time? Because like if you were a soapbox racer at the top of that hill and we're starting out, I'd say your brake is on.
Find it, Jill.
Nothing. What is this all about?
Yeah, I went upstairs and went left and right. Nothing.
Beats me too.
Now it's Wesker's
It's a 12,000 square foot house, and you came back in 14 seconds. Yeah, no,
It can't
not a
be
sign.
helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic.
Oh, make sure you check in and tell me everything
We
you're
could
gonna
get into
do.
trouble if we get
Mansions tend to be gigantic.
Whoa, this huge place. It's so big.
And Jill, here's a lockpick.
Take this.
It might be handy if
I'll
you
pass it
master
through you
unlock
through the
it.
air.
Take it with you.
Like Mike TV style.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Maybe.
She's going to use it instantly.
P.S. The Master of Unlocking doesn't have her own lockpick kit. Barry's got to cover her ass.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
Unless you get killed. The something happening is you getting killed. Let's not meet up here because you'll be dead.
This time I'll be there.
You know, not like last time at the Oktoberfest that I totally slept through. We need a game with a score in the corner so I can make fun of that. Like some sort of side-scrolling thing.
Yeah, Castlevania 4.
Yeah,
Huh?
Castlevania 4. That's what we should have done. Look at that. Immediately, out of the gate, finding something. FDO is a master at this game. I'm like Mike O'Malley with guts. There he goes. He's walking down the ladder. Let's go to Mo, who's walking around the stadium fairground for some reason. Mo. Hi, Mike. I'm 3'8". Oh. Most of the kids down here are taller than me. You guys watch Guts growing up? You can watch it now also. It hasn't gone anywhere.
I watched Guts.
I only watched Guts to get to Legends of the Hidden Temple because you know finally get to sit down in front of GAS, the Games and Sports Network, and you go, I hope it's Legends, and typically it was Guts. I'll take that.
Watching all those kids struggle to put the head on the monkey statue.
Yeah. I would watch a country mile of Guts before I would watch a single second of Wild and Crazy Kids. Those kids were chuds. All right, here comes. Oh, wow. See, I don't know if that's a rookie mistake or it's just totally a letdown for the audience, but running past the dogs without any murder, that's a bit of a letdown for the spectators. That's probably going to cost them some style points. If you're out
it's
there,
a rookie mistake to stop because you waste ammo.
Yeah, sure. But like, you know, when you're watching somebody play ping pong, you want to see the ball go back and forth a whole lot. If somebody came up and just like knocked the ball and then they were out in one, you go, what am I doing here? Hey, Goober, where's the meat? You'd say. I'm not saying you have to make it interesting for the audience. It's just your job on the line because of it.
Oh yeah, I'm getting paid nothing, but
you're getting paid in credit and what do they call it? Exposure.
Exposure.
The only thing I've ever been paid in is why I can give it out so freely. If they ever start like accepting compliments at my bank, I'm gonna fill my account. But until then. All right, here we are, folks. Is there a puzzle in our future? Is there more action in our future? Only time will tell. You feel the momentum growing. All these like weird changing room voyeuristic camera angles feel somewhat sexually perverse and somewhat intentional because, you know, Japanese. How many shots did that take? 5?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot. It's a rookie.
Which is why it's better to run around them.
Can't you pop them in the head? Isn't there a way? Like, by 4, you can suplex them into a cheesecake that you bake yourself. I feel like, you have to be like super duper close for them to like pop their heads like cherry bombs, right?
Yeah, you have to let them be super close, but also with the standard pistol, it's not a good idea because it's pretty weak.
Kiss. Yeah, let's start upgrading this shit. Earth. You found a bag of earth. Perfect. You can bring that into space with you when it's time to recolonize somewhere.
Not medical? Okay.
Not medical. You're in a garden shack. Some medical mulch. Wait, so there was a clip in that? No. What's happening?
Yeah, there was 2 of them. There was 2 clips in there.
Chemicals?
Yep, next to the chemical.
There you go, guys. That's some high level playing. He went from low level to high play like that.
I guess we can save right now.
Stumbling past. What is happening, Matt? And welcome to this exciting.
Absolute riveting. You signed off on this. I just want to point that out there.
Some sort of. Let's see. How about this? Yeah, he's saving. Game saved.
Rookie.
Yes. All right.
Honestly, Silent Hill probably would have been worse, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, for sure. Maybe Clock Tower we could do next time.
I have no fucking clue how to play that game.
Me
to be
neither. I've
honest.
tried a
It's
couple
like
of
point and
times.
click, right?
It's like
oh wait, there's two of them. Yeah, there's
I
the
have,
point and click one.
yeah, I have the SNES version, and I fucking no clue. I've made several attempts, no idea what to do. There you go, folks. Look at that. There's even a cutscene for the stairs. God damn it. Yep, nice and slow. This is exactly how I would be running up the stairs if I just saw a dude running after my balls to take a bite. Second flight, you know what? No, I can handle that. Does anyone stop to think that this might have been the home of like a cult or something? Because you walk in and you see a bunch of people dead in bed and Kool-Aid cups and Nike shoes. You go, oh, cult. You see a bunch of zombies wearing the same shirt and vest and pants combo. No one bats an eye. They'll go, oh, nope, not a cult. Just really big in bulk buying of like Amazon basic sweaters. Cool blood graphics, bro. Can you put your mic a bit louder? Probably could. I turned it down because I felt like it was peaking earlier, so let me readjust the volume. All right, folks. I hope that's better for you, Matt. Plus, every time I move this thing, it changes the fucking settings, bitch. And there's like a million buttons on this motherfucker. Whoa, book read. Yes. All right. Hot door action. Oh man, the swinging of the door. My favorite part is when the knob turns. Right. I mean, everybody has their favorite part of a door opening. Some people, it's the creaking of the hinge. For some, it's the simple sight of the wood. You know? For some people, the mere sight of wood gets them, juiced up.
Oh, there we go. There's some zombie action.
Classic zombie action. All right. Whew. That was like watching Usain Bolt walk through a mall, but then break into a slight jog because he thought he knew someone. It's like someone he knew.
Jill, what's going on?
Jill, I keep hearing gunshots. What up with that?
Wrong with this.
Usain Jolt thrower.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
This hall is.
Do you want me to get you his autograph?
Maybe it's better to secure.
Yeah.
He literally just signed some books I bought from him. Some would say would. Hey, Brick Newton, he is a, I was going to say Home Alone fan, but he's not. He's a Full House.
Let's separate again.
Yes, Full House. Dave Coulier. Some would say would.
What is it?
You know what I'm talking about, right, FDO? Come on.
It's really powerful.
I don't watch Full House, sorry.
Jesus H. Christ. All right, so for the kids out there who are so confused. So Dave Coulier was trying
Is
to,
the worst.
Is the worst, yes. But like in Full House, he was trying to take over this like Ranger Rick type character. So he had this woodchuck character that would anytime you would mention wood, he would look left, right, up, and down and would go, did somebody say wood? Or maybe it's a Woody Woodpecker thing, Brick. It could be that. There's a lot of wood references that you could have done, but my touchstone was there. Dave Coulier. And great. It missed both. Swing and a miss on both fronts. FDO fucking woo, miss. Brick, no clue. Great. That's how this show goes. I go, hey, everybody remember that? And everybody goes, what? Who are you even? Back to the game. What's that smear from?
Who are you?
I should I should keep a tally of how many doors you open, because that's probably some sort of like record. Imagine being the loser who got killed by crows. There's like giant alligators and shit, and they go, yeah, there were 3 crows outside, and they got Gary. But he
Not Lenny.
And not Lenny, and he was carrying a bazooka. Not Lenny. You've seen that Dankmas video, right?
Oh, yeah.
My kid loves those, and I do too, so I can't blame him. Not Lenny.
Oh, yeah. The I Bring You Love one is probably the best. Like,
I don't know. I think my favorite.
That's my favorite.
I think the best of times is I Bring You Love is not the best of times, is the blurst of times, right? That's my favorite.
Yeah.
When he's when he's got the monkeys.
It was the blurst of times.
It was the best. It was the best. I fucking all of Dank Mrs. stuff is good. It's like when you buy an album and like you don't skip any of the tracks. All of Dank Mrs. stuff is like that. All right, more action, guys. Shit. I'm a bad commentator. Next time you see a zombie, I'm going to start keeping track of how many bullets it takes so we can start making fun of how long and ineffective it is. Because it seems like I'm hearing so many shots, and you like are an Elite Stars member, or are you just a regular cadet? I forget the canon here. Giant statue sounds like a small clay pot.
I believe Rebecca Chambers is the new member because she's 18. But everyone else is like I think this is the B team, if I remember correctly.
Rebecca Chambers seems like she would star in some sort of spicy video. Oh my god. More stairs action. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Boom. 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 Like you can feel each step. That's what I love about it. DualShock? Oh my god. I felt like I was there. The steps. Looks like she's at Hogwarts. Yeah, this is Jill Valentine steps into Hogwarts. Everybody's been fucking massacred by zombies.
Oh.
I also love the ways in which you were defined health-wise, because you can be fine, you can be good, you can be bad.
And then you're fucked.
Yeah. You're fucked. You're the little EKG. And like, mini EKG, you know. Where are those? This isn't even like a future prediction. It was like that we have these today. She's wearing it currently.
Let's see here.
Is the clock movable, or were you just like stuck behind it?
It is movable, but it's like later on in the game, apparently.
Apparently. Looks pretty foolish.
It's been a while since I played it. I know you can move the clock. It's just a matter of
time.
When you can move the clock.
You can always move a clock. It's just a matter of time, FDO. Like you fucking set yourself up, and you were like, it's only a matter of
when.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Get out of here.
Fucking Biv Tannen. Am I hearing actual rain? Yes. Yeah, okay. That's not part of the game. I was like, guys.
Okay, I was like, what the?
Isn't that
looking
crazy?
out my window.
You're hearing rain? Yeah, that's real rain. If you're hearing it. If you're not hearing it, don't worry about it.
Well.
Yeah, how can you carry more than like a handful of items? I don't see.
It would be worse if I was playing as Chris. Chris can only carry 6 items, and she carries 8.
Mind-boggling. Is it because of memory issues, like design-wise, that they can carry that much?
My best guess is that because it's a survival horror game, that like they don't want you to be like just stocked, like full of artillery weapons.
Maybe. And like I understand how like you know, people thrive in limitation, right? Art, everything, when you put it under tight constrictions, yeah, that's when humans thrive, because they have to work extra hard to get around the whatever. But fuck early video games, man. Like, one-hit kills, fucking an inventory that's the size of a rat's nutsack, and they go, hey, yeah, go nuts. Exactly, you can get at least exactly 2 nuts. Go, get them. And then if anyone even looks at you funny, you'll be dead. But now I feel like it's a little too... Oh, great. Forgot, yeah, run past them in the first place, and now here we are paying the piper. Oh my god, rookie mistake. They're both there. I'm just gonna let them get the taste for blood. See, now they remember. They're gonna be extra angry next time.
Oh yeah.
Rookie mistake. You don't let the zombie dogs get any part of your ass.
But that's the juiciest. Oh, fuck. That's the juiciest part.
The dog?
Oh, the
your
ass.
The
That
juiciest
juicy
part is the
dog.
dog.
Oh, I didn't mean to come out here.
I'm sure there are
I'm
juicy
just gonna
dogs
do
out
this.
there. Like if you were to like roast a Shar-Pei, I feel like that would be a juicy dog, right?
Yeah, or like a chow chow.
Yeah, anything like super wrinkly, I feel like they would be juicy, or fat would be juicy. Like a wiener dog owned by a 70-year-old woman.
Der Wiener Schnitzel.
But we should have had some sort of mod to change. It's like, I don't know, man. I totally forgot I had a bunch of shit loaded, and so my kid wanted to play video games, and I wanted to show him Left 4 Dead. And so we booted up, and like all of the characters are Futurama characters, and all of the zombies are Zoidbergs, and the tank was like Donkey Kong. And so I'm glad it was that, because like it I don't know if Elliot would have like taken a full-blown horror game to the face like for the first time ever so easily, but like seeing a gaggle of Zoidbergs really like lessened the blow. Plus they're all going, you know, whooping like yeah. So yeah, I go, it's gonna be a little
Like
scary.
Curly.
Yeah, because I was like trying to you know, ease him into it. Like, okay, so watch like zombies everywhere and monsters, so I go prepare yourself. But you know, all the Zoidbergs come out of the woodwork, and he's like, Dad.
I mean, the music probably would not help. Because you start to get the witch music and all that.
Yeah, but the witch was also something equally stupid, so it moot also.
I mean, he's 6, right? So, I mean,
Yeah, but like,
you never know.
here's the thing about being alive today is like, it's never been easier to be horrified either purposefully or accidentally at any age. Because like YouTube or any other media source, social media or otherwise, will be like, here's something horrifying that we think you might like. And you go, Jesus Christ. And most people probably go, they never see that sort of stuff again. And those people are weird, right? Every time somebody asks me what I'm into, and like I mentioned true crime, they go, I can't imagine. I go, a good story is a good story, right? Just because it actually happened. So I think what's cripplingly desperate, I had a girlfriend who would watch all like the Survivor material and like wanted to be on Survivor and like, oh my God. And I go, I what planet? Like, because that's the thing, you can look at people's lives, right? And you go, I wouldn't, but I see the appeal. That was one of the few times I go, I wouldn't, and I have no idea what you're fucking talking about. Will you push it? Maybe. Not for nothing. In the moment when you're, you know, lights are out and it's the 7th grade or whatever, it's 1998. When did this game come out? 1996?
1996, yep.
Okay. So it's 1996. You know, it's junior high era for yours truly. I'm at a sleepover. Yeah, it's very spooky, but like, you know, as an adult, I go, would have been nice to have at least a little music. The spooky music is still spooky. So this is the reading the painting descriptions part of the game, and it's just riveting. A thing fell. Emblems. Oh man, that feels so like shoeing a horse today must feel. Finding tokens or keys of a different color or shape feels so like live system. That's one of the things. Maybe like pre-internet, it was people walking uphill both ways to school. Post-internet, it's like, you have to get the blue key. I had to get a blue key when I was your age. Or like I had to get the silver seal from the whatever. Yeah, thanks, Grandpa. I sometimes wonder what like my kid's generation is going to be like talking about. And then I go, I don't care. Like the people above me that talk about the stuff I talk about, it's all moot. It'll be equally as stupid to either generation. Like, 'cause if I say daddy-o, you go, oh, that's fucking lame. But there was a time when you could say daddy-o.
As the kids used to say.
Yeah, as old man Dave over here yelling at clouds, talking about his blue keys.
God damn it. Talking about his blue balls again. God, give up already.
That's another thing I don't miss is having to like combine shit. We went through like an arc from like needlessly complicated to like just perfect to now it's like needlessly stupid again. Cause like the immersion factor I get of having to like combine clips and like load them and like whatever, like cool. Annoying, yes. But we got to that point where you can have a bunch of weapons and you have to find specific ammo, and it all just sort of worked because you don't want to be in a tight situation having all this happen. We've now blown out the asshole of every concept, because if you want to get into like any sort of Minecraft or like resource management related game, you're working on a completely fabricated like table of elements that's bigger than the one that exists, and you have to find it all to make a shovel. And it blows my mind. The micromanaging today, I don't know, maybe I've just got like an old man, like an old caveman brain where I'm like looking at a stone wheel and I go, God damn, that thing is tight. And everybody else is like running Factorio and they've got, or like No Man's Sky, and they've got planets upon planets of like factories creating endless fake bullshit. I don't know, it feels... This is one hill that I'll die on. I don't want to play a game that could be considered a job. Because, like, real coal mining or fake coal mining, one costs a little bit less energy, but, like, I don't want to play or pay to do it. You're going to pay me to do it.
Yeah. My wife plays, like, fast food simulator and stuff like that.
Some stuff like that I can get because it scratches an itch. Like it's a high-paced thing. But like, I don't know, man. Like humans' escapism used to be very simplistic. Like so much so that they had like 3 genres. And now, depending on who you are or what you feel like doing, and it could be literally anything at this point, you probably can. Like I didn't think... And I haven't had the time to in a long ass time, but it did back in the day. Like, I didn't think that sitting behind a simulated big rig steering wheel would necessarily grab me, but it did.
I think of the nerd when he's like, big motherfucking rigs.
Rigs.
I don't know if you've seen that one. Big rig.
So sad. Like, whatever. Simpsons did it first, because you can always point to the Simpsons and go, like, season 9. AVGN has been around long enough where you go like season, what is it, like 7, I'd say. Ugh.
Around the time that he brought on, the Chuds, is when I'd say.
The new Screen Rant? What were they? The fucking losers. Yeah.
Whatever their fucking names are.
Yeah, when like Motherfucker Mike and Bootsy started falling off, but...
And Kyle, right? The guitar guy.
Oh yeah. But that's the nature of the beast, right? Like when you're doing that, all your friends are gonna like grow up around you, and he's still the angry video game nerd, and has been for 30 years.
I like that you always add on 10 years from what it actually is.
Yeah, it's a good guesstimate because by the time somebody sees this, it might be.
We watch 90s compilations and you go like, that was 40 years ago. Oh, no. I am so sorry to everyone in the chat. This game is more boring than I remember.
Classic stare action. But that's what you want, right? Is like this was immersion. You would sit in awe of this in 1996. And I did too. Like when I sat down with my PlayStation, and because I wanted an N64, got a PlayStation for Christmas because that's how Santa worked in the 90s. Yeah, I was just like, whoa, because like the music and everything, when it does happen, like you're hearing it now, like the simple things that I don't know, I was blown away by, but now like the smallest blade of grass moving in an infinitesimal field of wheat in like an ultra realistic setting, I go yawn. But like running, like Jill running from like marble tile onto a rug and the footsteps making a different sound, you go, oh my god, you would jizz your 90s pants. Or like having wood floors sound different than tile floors, you go, oh my god, it's like I'm there. That's why you actually feel like you're climbing these stairs.
I will say this is one of my favorite games, period. But like, now that I think about it, I wouldn't make anyone watch this shit.
Well, that's so. It's weird how like entertainment changes, because when you have no other option, you have to take something good in as shitty a package as it is offered. So like when the diamond that is survival horror was created, it was first shoved deep into the belly of a dog turd, thrown onto a hot dog bun, and then slathered in like horse jizz. And then you go, okay, this is what you got to get to that diamond. You're going to have to eat a really unpleasant meal. And you go, well, yeah, we got no other option. You have to, and now you're spoiled for choice. Like, there are still probably boring ass tank controlled, obnoxiously long-winded and confusing games like this being made today, and they're made for a very specific artistic type of person. But the market but the market is so big. Like I no longer have to pretend that this is something I like. I never liked this. I played it because like, what were my choices? But I never liked it. It was obnoxious to play, and I was too high strung to get past the first cutscene. And just like, and now you look at this and you're like, oh my god, these little polygon figures, and it takes them 9 minutes to even just like turn and look at you. But I remember the fear that gripped my heart when one of these like 9-sided heads would like look in my direction. I would go, Jesus Christ. And you'd fire 8 of your 9 rounds into the floor, and then the 9th one hits their leg, and you go, well, there you go. Oh yeah, but what other, like, where else in history before now or since, could you attain crests all over the place in a mansion?
In a mansion.
It was cutting edge. Americans said, we wanted a game in a mansion. And the Japanese said, hey, we got you covered. Americans, they wanted to appeal to the Western market. They say, what's big in the Western market? They say, doors, staircases, they're everywhere. Most buildings in America, multi-level. Let's put some stairs in there. Multiple door handles.
They even did it in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. The whole damn game takes place in the castle.
Hell yeah, they did. Castlevania is another one of those franchises that I look at it like I look at avocados. I understand the benefits. I understand people love them and the reasons why they do, and I give them an honest to God attempt every 4 to 7 years. And after I puke my guts out, I go, I'll try it again in 4 to 7 years. That being said, I think Aria of Sorrows was fine.
I'm more of a classic Castlevania guy, like pre-Symphony of the Night. That's what I like.
Yeah, I'm not huge in Castlevania at all. Like it's not like exploring is not something that I have the capacity and the patience to go and do. But something about Aria of Sorrows hooked me. And maybe I was also at a dead-end job and I had just gotten like a little Raspberry Pi handheld thing, and I go, let's try this out. Because I found a Zelda game I like too. Never touched Zelda before or since, because I was just like, meh, doesn't get into me. But that's the great thing about these franchises. If they last for 30 years, at some point they'll make a game that appeals to you. Like, I don't like the Halloween franchise except for Halloween 3.
I find that really interesting.
I'm not a huge Michael Myers fan. Like, I don't know why Michael Myers does nothing for me, but Jason Voorhees does.
I mean, I get it. A lot of it also has to do with I feel like aesthetics for the movie itself. Like something about Friday the 13th. I'm in the same boat where I think Friday the 13th is way better. Something about the aesthetic just works.
Yeah, I think it's a city versus country mouse sort of thing, I think, because with Jason, he's much more like rugged, simply because he's living out in the fucking woods and he's basically coming back to life every other movie. And Michael Myers is basically doing that as well, but he finds new masks or whatever, but he's always like, he's a suburban threat. Whereas Jason is more of like a rough and rugged. He's I don't know how to describe it.
I mean, oh shit. No one has made the same movie the same time as great as Friday the 13th.
Hey, I don't know. The first one is
obviously I'm being high. I actually really like the first one. I know a lot of people don't, but it's just one of those things where it's a slow burn, but for some reason it just works for me, and I can't quite describe why.
I think a lot of the overlooked aspect of it is the characters. So I think the character actors do a good job with what they are given. It's just not very much.
I do like the premise of it. Like, obviously, it sounds like a very standard slasher affair because, I mean, it is. But the way the kids aren't at the camp yet, like the actual children, and it just goes from a normal day, and then the storm comes in. It goes into night, and they're being picked off one by one, and they don't realize it yet. They're just like, oh yeah, they're probably just like having sex in some cabin. I don't know. It just works for me. My wife enjoys it too.
That's the thing. I like it too. And I think part of it to me is like, some people like domestic horror and some people like foreign or other. I would classify Jason as other, because like you have to go to his territory to get got. Whereas like Michael Myers was in your neighborhood. Freddy Krueger, I liked him more because he had zany powers. Michael Myers wasn't other enough, but like most pioneers, like the first one to do anything, when you look back you go, oh whoa, because like today, like what's his name, the guy from the Terrorizer, what's his name, Ivan the Clown,
Art the Clown,
whatever the fuck his name is, Art the Clown. Yeah, now like I don't like that sort of shit. Like there are gorehounds out there. I caught Terrorizer because it was on Pluto, and I go, yeah, it's free. Oh God. Like, I don't know. I don't find him like compelling or scary or anything. He's just like, if you're a gorehound and you want to see somebody like really, what do I want to say? I guess what it does is it really puts a light shining on like IRL like effects. Like when he cuts off a dude's head and he holds it like it's a real head. It's not like a CGI thing. Like it's real blood, fake blood they spray everywhere. So I guess I can appreciate it for that. But Jesus Christ, was that movie shit?
Yeah. It's funny because like I'm not a fan of that stuff either. I'm not really into the gore stuff anymore. Like I wouldn't say really ever, but like especially now, I don't really watch a lot of horror like I used to. But it's funny because at one point, like Friday the 13th, like kind of was that movie or those movies where it's like this is the movie with the gory special effects, and for its time, it was like.
Yeah, and you know there's one concept that seems to get played over and over again. Like unsuspecting people go to a place that has a monster, or a killer, or this or that, and it can work really well, like the original House of Wax or the
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, or I was gonna say like the super overlooked Tourist Trap, which I think is great.
Oh yeah.
But that's what the Terrorizer sort of felt like to me. It was like people showed up, but I don't know what about like Tourist Trap or any of those other ones make me give a shit about the people. I just felt like if you're a Rammstein fan, you'll probably get this, but their songs, they write one song and they just change the words every time. That's what I felt like watching the Terrorizer. Is like every scene was a girl running from here to here, from here to here, from here to here as the camera moves and we followed her through a warehouse or down some stairs or whatever. Somebody shows up, fucking Jackass the Clown kills them in front of her. She goes, oh dear God, more trauma to add to the bucket. Repeat ad nauseum till she finally gets got. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, why can I watch House hobble his way around the hospital doing the same exact thing every week, but I'm bored with this after 3.5 fucking seconds? It's like a Resident Evil game.
Okay.
See, by the time I got into Resident Evil, all the horror was gone. Like 5, I played the shit out of because it wasn't
Boulder
scary.
punching adventures.
Hell yeah. Like, that's the thing. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a pussy when it comes to this stuff. So, like, by the time 5 rolled around, it is absolutely not scary at all. The entire control scheme has been changed. And yeah, you can blast dudes in the head. You can punch boulders.
Richard,
You know.
hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go.
Yeah,
and
when
get it.
your torso is like 90% zombie bites, you go, hey, give me that vial of serum. Dude, this isn't a fucking movie. It's a video game. That's another thing that bugs me about movies and TV shows and stuff too, is like, if you take poison or something is going to kill you in X amount of time, like it's always exactly that. Like it makes zero difference if your metabolism is high or low, what the poison is, this or that. Like if you get it under the ticking timer that always exists in a physical form, they go, woo! One of my favorites is like when they give Francine leprosy so they can go like save Roger, who's pretending to be the Weeknd on that volcanic islet. It's fucking crazy.
So to fill in the blank time here between me running back and forth because I forgot that's kind of what a lot of this game is.
That's what the great thing about this is.
It's fun to play. I wouldn't say this is a fun to watch game.
One game that I don't know, maybe it was fun to play and or watch, but like because Munch's Odyssey I think, jumped off where Abe's Odyssey, Exodus, etc., was running. Munch's Odyssey took flight. But I don't know if that would be enjoyable to watch either, because it is sort of like this, and over the shoulder, like running around. But I remember enjoying it hour upon hour. But I don't know if I would force it upon someone like we're doing to all these people.
Yeah, if we do another one of these, like Doom or like Castlevania 4,
gotta be
something
FPS.
more
It's gotta be
action.
something that
At least will tickle the brain a little bit, not slow action.
interesting proof of concept, and this is why people don't typically comment upon slow sports, or they say it very quietly, like at golf. Like, oh yeah, there's another zombie. He's gonna walk right around it. There he goes. Whoa.
Oh shit.
Part 2, he walked around 2 zombies, and the crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes mild.
Looking at a sea of gray hair and blue hair. There's a slight smile on one of their faces.
What the hell am I grabbing?
D's nuts? Guys, that's a good reference. Am I old?
Oh.
Oh, God.
Watch out, everyone.
You know that the fucking meme sound? I don't know where it's from. Maybe it's a cow, but it's like that. Oh, that sound? You probably heard it.
It's like a guy. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a guy or whatever. But it's everywhere, and it's in Roblox, and my kid fucking does it all the time. God, I'm like, because every time my kid does something, I try to think back to my analog, and I must have done something. Like, there must have been a catchphrase that I repeated, and all of the things I repeated I remember, but nothing was as obnoxious as this.
Oh, when I was younger, my music wasn't crap.
My catchphrases were made by like humans. But that's the thing, I don't know, like this feels like so old man Dave-ish a little bit, but like when I was young and the things that my parents hated were made by adults, and typically the reason that my parents hated them was because of the message or the sellout or the toy, whatever. But it was adults making something that had to be checked hypothetically by a governing body to sell to kids, and there was some sort of oversight. So there was a loose network of checks and balances. Like, sure, you can craft a bunch of gigantic homoerotic figures, call them He-Man, make a cartoon, you can sell them, and everybody is totally cool. But with Roblox and Minecraft and all these other like Penguin Club or any game that has like a server where users can generate content, it's the chuds are running the sewer. Like, any kid who has the ability to like push a couple of buttons on a tablet can just like make a shovelware level, and all of them are perfect encapsulations of like places for predators to find children. And it's an insane, and like, so I go, because I look at what my kid is doing, and I go, am I doing the thing that I told myself I wasn't going to do? Like, am I going like, oh, that, you know, I don't understand it, so it's, no, but here's the thing, I do understand it, and that's why I hate it.
Keep it.
Like, it's a wonderland of perverts. Like, my parents didn't want me watching the Ninja Turtles because they didn't want me buying toys or having to buy toys for me. I don't want my kid playing Roblox because, you know, there's dudes out there looking to get it, like, it's nothing but like a digital like shopping marketplace for them now. Sex perverts are everywhere, you guys. You gotta watch out.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys. Watch out for sex perverts.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
See, they're everywhere. Just blast that dude in the face with a shotgun. He's like, yeah, that's totally fine. 4, 5, and just 1 for the, you know, the air for good news.
Double tap.
Good, yeah. Double tap the wall
There's some
behind him.
zombie land.
And he still comes back for more. He gets up.
Oh, goddamn.
Goddamn, this guy's relentless.
Just died.
If I didn't know anybody,
You know
I'd
they
say
die is
all of-
when the pool, like the blood starts pooling
Oh
up.
yeah, the pool. Yeah, too bad all your weapons were replaced with whammo-style Nerf guns.
Yeah, they shoot. You get the bow and arrow, and you never get your arrows back.
Yeah, you go, oh, well, that was a fun 3 minutes. It's Nerf and nothing, because you would get a Nerf gun, and when you lost all the darts, you had it and you could do nothing with it. I don't know, maybe it's the high tide lifts all ships, but like every fucking store I walk into now, you can buy Nerf darts or the equivalent by the gallon, the bushel. Fucking
It's too dark to see anything, but I think we can clearly make out what's in here.
No, that's nothing. I don't see a floor. That's not a
Oh, yeah.
door. Classic. You know what the best part about the doors too is, it's not the same door. Sometimes the handle is different. Sometimes it opens from the left. Sometimes it opens from the right. Sometimes it doesn't have a handle at all, but like a bar. I mean, look at that. This one, round handle. That's like classic. The one we saw before had one of those. What would you call that? Because you got the round handle. Classic, I would say. And then the ones that are like the end of a fork.
Which end?
The one that you hold. Like if the door handle were the fork, the part that turns would be the tines.
I feel like we have not been paying attention to chat.
I've been
sorry,
paying attention.
guys.
It's just not a whole lot happening in it. Because like, what do you say, right? Like zombies. You watch this guy, juking
Nibble
left
on
and
my
right.
neck.
Yeah, if you throw a ball or throw a wrench, throw a ball. I want to see more wrenches getting thrown at zombies' heads.
I was almost tempted to, say like, "Hey, I can play some Quake," because I don't know if you ever played Quake.
I think my first entree into the Quake world was like Quake Tournament Fighter. Quake Tournament Fighter for like the PS2. And that gave young Dave a boner, video game style wise, because they had a rocket launcher that like its secondary fire you could control and like had a camera on it. And I spent most of my time just getting really good at that. So I would go and hide after finding that rocket launcher, and then I would just troll the level because the missiles were so slow. The processors, they couldn't handle speed. So this missile that I would control and had a camera on it would just cruise around, and I would just play hide and seek because when I found them, they exploded. Fucking nailed it.
So the reason why I thought to bring up Quake was it's kind of like Doom. It's made by the same people, but it has Lovecraftian, what do you call it, inspirations in its design.
Some of it I can see is Lovecraftian, but like the concept of Lovecraftian has been yoked out. That nobody's phallus is touching the sides of that hole is what I'm getting at. Like anything with tentacles now, they go Lovecraftian. I don't know. I definitely that one big boss, totally Shub-Niggurath, but like the rest of it I go, show me some deep ones. Show me a squid face.
I'm almost tempted to talk to you about the spoiler alert, everyone. I was working on a choose your own adventure thing for the show, but that would have taken a lot of work that I did not have enough time for.
Yeah.
And I was like, essentially, what's funny is that a part of me still wants to go through with it, but like that's just so much time that like.
Right, it's not a bad idea. It's just like when you have them is sometimes tragic. I was having this conversation earlier where like you have a good idea for something, but you don't necessarily have the need for it.
Yeah.
So like it is a cool idea, but it's not like something that needs to happen. So it's like, oh, how would I do it? Because if it needs to happen, you've probably done it already, and it's a snap.
Oh, god damn it. I thought they only would take one.
Not again.
Oh no.
It's going to
Okay.
take somewhere around 30 or 40.
So what's interesting about the storyline that I was working on or whatever was that I ended up accidentally just like ripping off a bunch of Lovecraftian stuff because I've never read his stuff. I don't know anything about it. But I just so happened to come up with like these concepts where it was like I found like an equal to it.
Yeah. Well,
Like you brought up the Innsmouth thing.
yeah.
Yeah. I had that whole idea and then when I found out about it, I was like, oh fucking hell. Like that
The crazy thing about it, right, is like Lovecraft is like everybody's The Simpsons because he's been dead long enough that all of his stuff is in the public domain, number one. But number two, he actively wanted people to come play in his universe. So there's a bunch of material out there, and everybody who wants to, that's like a free bucket of stuff that you can jump into and automatically get credibility. Because, like, the real Ghostbusters name checked him in the Collect Call of Cthulhu. Like, his stories are also so universal. Like, I don't even know if you can say, because it's always like he's the outsider, tainted bloodlines, that sort of thing. Like, if you have any sort of separation or otherness in yourself, you're familiar with these stories, I feel.
all I know from Lovecraft is what you have talked about, to be honest, and the name Cthulhu. Like the little research, I wouldn't say little. I did a fairly amount of research into some of these stories and plot lines and characters. And I didn't want to use any of them. I wanted, to go for more or less like themes rather than like established, but yeah, it all ended up accidentally just being like a rip-off of something that he had already done.
Well, with some stuff like that, like you can't not right? Like, because if you wanted to do because they're the ones that started genres. Like if you say I want to do sword and sorcery, 9 times out of 10 you're going to pull something that out of your ass that looks, smells, and acts exactly like Conan the Barbarian or Cole the Conqueror or whatever, like the Robert E. Howard cranked out. So we have these for a reason because they. Somebody before us made them, and everybody decided to make them a genre. So it's like, you say, well, what do you do in a slasher movie? Like, I wouldn't say necessarily that Hatchet does much more different than Michael Myers, but I like Hatchet, or I guess his name is, what's his nuts? Something Crowley. Oh, fuck. Kane Hodder's, whatever. It's what... The minutia, the splitting of hairs are what make it enjoyable versus like, I can give a shit about fucking Michael Myers.
Oh no, I'm not feeling too good about this. I have no healing and only 2 shots left.
Are we nuzlocking this one?
Nuzlocking?
No, that's a Pokemon term. It's bullshit. I think nuzlocking in Pokemon is like when you play with one Pokemon and if it dies, that's the end of your game. But like that would be like hardcore mode. So like if you die now, that's it. You don't have any continues.
If I died now, I go back to the last save point, which was a while ago. So I'm going to save right now with my last ink ribbon that I have.
Fucking ink ribbons.
Because I don't use save states. That's for chuds.
Hilarious that hilarious that like in the 90s the nostalgia they used was a ribbon for a typewriter when like cut to Resident Evil 7 and like they're like you gotta use a video cassette tape to save. Fucking crazy.
It's like a baby's toy.
Would you use ink ribbon? Sure.
Yep.
Don't pull out your memory card. Oh my god, that's something I'm gonna miss. I'm a fan of physical media and memory cards in particular because I remember like feeling not contempt, but content. Like I was happy. It felt good to pull that neon blue memory card out of my PlayStation and put it in my pocket and take it with me because I go, all of
Hell
my
yeah.
Gran Turismo cars are on this, or all of my Crash Bandicoot cars are on this, or all of my Twisted Metal cars. I go, that is a badass feeling to walk around and have all the Twisted Metal in your pocket. But now, like, it's so fucking lame. Like, everything you can ever own is within the touch of a screen. No one is ever going to have a Pokewalker again. And that's what's sad. Kids today won't walk around with Pokemon in their pockets. Unless we can blow that concept out.
Scalping them.
Well, what we have to get back on the other side. Like, you know, I talked about this earlier. We need to get so far advanced that, like, where I am annoyed that I have to mine certain selective ores and refine them in video games now. How are we not in a position where we have like hologram wristwatches and we can fight Pokemon IRL, or at least like give me another Pokewalker. I'll take that with like a color screen, right? I don't know why, but they will always exist. Like Tamagotchis and stuff will have phones. You can have a digital pet or whatever on your phone, but something about having a dedicated device feels right to me, but I'm an old man. But it's also a huge pain in the ass because I don't want to fucking like clean up digital cat shit 10 times a fucking day. Ugh, what a pain in the ass. Like, give me a digital butler. Like, give me some digital shortcuts.
Ah, damn, I went the wrong door again. Let's talk some favorite horror movies. I feel like, so we at least have a topic here.
My favorite style of horror movie is the anthology style. So it's
okay. We're on the same page.
But you're left with like the big five, right? You got Creepshow 1 and 2. You got the new school Trick or Treat. You've got like the Tales from the Crypt movie,
Yep.
Tales from the Dark Side movie, The End. Maybe the Twilight Zone movie, but I'm not a huge fan of that one.
Yeah. Why'd they choose Kick the Can? Like,
I don't know, man. I want to get my
Steven
hands.
Spielberg, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's wild. That's the thing about. It's a weird time to be alive. That was, but I want to get my hands on a copy, like a good copy of the Halloween Tree, because that. You know how we love talking about animation that scars you, like Secret of Nim and whatnot. I feel like the Halloween Tree could have been a scarring experience, but it stays on this side of that fence. Like, it looks over into the yard that causes childhood trauma, but its feet are always in the yard that keep you that recognize you as a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I will say another one that I remember being pretty good is Tales from the Hood, which sounds silly on its surface, like, oh, you know. But I mean, it delves into some like actual legitimate topics.
I'm trying to remember Tales from the Hood. What does the cover look like and who is in it?
Oh my god, what's his name? I'm trying to remember right off the top of my head. He has a very memorable face. But I remember one of the stories is about police, you know, it covers police brutality. Another one's like this like racist like governor or something, or some rich dude, and he has like dolls of like slaves. And of course, you can tell how that goes out.
Yeah, obviously. There are. Yeah, every time I talk about these things, I feel like since my favorite time period in the 90s is the 90s rather, a lot of these things that we talk about, I have to like put in the asterisks of like I was going through period, so I'm going to sound like a sex pervert a lot of the time. But it just felt bizarre to me that a lot of these like vignettes and stuff, like in Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, that the gargoyle one where it's like the artist and like the girl, like she's mega hot or whatever, and she's got a secret and he wants to know, and it's like you can't, it's like a forbidden fruit sort of thing, and it's like, you know, you got to trust me, and it's always like, okay, I will, and then like cut to them opening Pandora's box and getting their genitals ripped off by a gargoyle or whatever. And I always
and
felt,
they have kids.
yeah,
That's the crazy part.
It's like it was. I don't know. There were always those ones where I go, because there I am, like in the midst of like puberty, and the first 2/3 of these vignettes, these like horror things, is always like them just plowing each other. It's like we meet them and they're like, oh, we're carefree artists. We meet some of their friends or whatever, and then it's like an 8-minute montage of them just like banging, and it's like, you know, R-rated, so it's like full frontal on the lady. Which, thank you God, I'm glad penises weren't huge in the 90s. Maybe they were. I wasn't looking. But that was always such a wild left turn for me, because I go, oh yeah, young Dave's getting juiced up over this. And then bam, she's a gargoyle, or bam, she's getting eaten by a giant slug monster or some shit. And I go, how am I supposed to process this so close to my boner, right? It's why you don't put like a crock of bubbling shit next to your dinner, because it's going to be flecks of shit flying everywhere. It's going to get in your food. You can't put things too close to one another. They will mix, and you go, this is a weird flavor. And if you develop a taste for it, there you go. You're a sex pervert.
I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules.
I just enforce them negatively.
I mean, how do you positively enforce a sex pervert?
With I don't know.
It depends on the fetish. That's the thing. There's no right answer, right? Because you go with a leather strap, and they go, well, I'm a furry. Yeah. Or maybe you're a vegan.
Compliments, unless they're into like hate sex or something.
Right, yeah. So you can't please anybody or everybody.
It's especially worse if you can't please anybody. God.
You have to, like, I don't know, those poor people. Whatever. Speaking of people who can't please anybody, I feel like everybody tries to shoot high, but eventually settles to the... Like, here's the thing. If you're a keeper of fish in the water column, you have various levels. So you have top feeders, mid feeders, and bottom feeders. I'm not telling tales out of school. But, like, I feel like everybody tries to shoot at the top feeder, right? We all want to come up from the gravel and get those butterfly... African butterflies, to get those silver dollars, to get those betas. And, you know, sometimes you sink because you're just a Corey. You're a Corey, and that's all you're ever going to be. And no matter how many other Coreys you collect in your harem, you're still just going to be a gross little turd-eating catfish, because collecting 2s doesn't add up to 10. Math doesn't work with people or catfish. It just doesn't. So I'm saying is, like, if you can all you can land is a 4, it doesn't stack, right? Oh. It's like having one burnt out El Dorado in your front yard that doesn't run makes you look not great. Having 4 of them makes you look worse, not better. You go, well, there's 3 usable engines out there. You go, are you using them? No. So that reminds me, fucking A. So, like, all this storm damage or whatever, I popped, I got a hole in my tire. So I go to this local tire shop, which loves to rip off, like, copywritten characters. Like, all the stickers they give out are Sonic or Mario or any popular icon they can. They will steal, put quality tire underneath, and give to people for free. So as I'm there, it is fucking The Hills Have Eyes have gotten there before me, and that family is hanging out in the the lounge, let's call it. And there is a truck, a black Dodge Ram, in the parking lot that says for sale, and this lady who's holding a big gulp. And in the one and only way that type of demographic, aka white trash, can. I don't know how. It's like they have an extra bone in their wrist that allows them to hold it in this obnoxious way. But she goes, how much are y'all selling that for? He goes, well, it doesn't run. He goes, but the motor's worth $5,000. I go, bitch, if it ain't running, it ain't worth shit, right? If the motor, because here's the thing, it was one of the vehicles that was swept up and away bodily by the floodwaters here. So God knows what kind of fucking damage is in there. So it doesn't matter if it's a $5,000 engine if it doesn't work and is broken, right? But that's small town commerce for you.
Maybe I can fix it and it'll be worth something. And then it just sits.
That's the curse of a small town,
in the front yard.
Everybody has zero money but sees the potential. So they buy projects and go like, oh, one day. Now, sure, there's water in the engine and the head gasket blew and the rear axle fell off 30 years ago. But
30 years ago,
30
Marty.
years ago, Marty. But I play the lottery every once in a while, and when I hit it, motherfucker, I won't run out and get the latest Bugatti. I'm not going to run out and get the Audi Quattro. No, I'm going to take $35,000 and throw it into this 1978 Dodge Ram 3500 that doesn't have a rear axle. Because that's what small town people do with money.
What's that song? Was it Bruce Springsteen? Grew up in a small town?
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Yeah.
And there is a guy out here, speaking of dudes who collect twos because they think they stack. We've got a guy out here who owns somewhere in the neighborhood of hundreds of old cars and just moves them all over town. Bizarre.
Is that Model A?
No,
that we saw in that one picture.
They actually, that's the only classic car that they have. This other guy has, like, alone, he has 9 bullet nose Studebakers. The reason he has 9 is because he had to buy 9 to get enough glass to one day make one whole one. Now, he owns hundreds of cars. So what do you think the over-under is of him going through the 9 1948 bullet nose Studebakers he has to collect the glass and then test which one actually runs? 0%? Less than 0? Probably around there. But that's the thing about hobbies, right? They don't make sense to anybody but the person who is doing them. Like stamp collectors. It's fucking weirdos.
I used to collect records. I get it. But at the same time, I also don't get it.
Yeah, like the things I collect, I go... Because if you're a somewhat evolved, introspective human being, you're going to not be stuck here, but you're going to look down the road and see the end of this path or the end of this rainbow. So as I sit here before you today, I know I'm not going to stop buying Hot Wheels cars, but I also know that I will die and will leave a burden for someone someday. And I feel bad about that. But it is not going to stop me from collecting useless shit. That's just the way it is.
Have you seen the Hot Wheels cars for this Halloween?
Fuck yeah, bro. I have the whole set.
Oh.
Not as sick as the set from 2022. I don't know what happened. 2023, they retired like the Ghost model. So now they have a bunch of like chud fucking cars.
Yeah, I was about to say the new ones, they suck.
Yeah, they're trash. But what are you going to do? Like, I don't know.
Complain.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because like they went from like some really sick ass, and here's the thing, and not to get too deep into Hot Wheels, but they are just about as bad as the Chrysler Corporation. Whereas like Dodge will go, hey, we've got a Chrysler, we've got a Dodge, and we have a Plymouth Neon. Take your pick, motherfuckers. It's a choice. Hot Wheels will do that. Because if you look from like the 2020 to 2020, no, like it's like 2018 to 2023, Hot Wheels, Halloween, collectible 5-pack set, it's the same fucking cars, but it's a different paint job. And like, if you, I get like, cause like I'm gonna hold up a car for the camera. It's too small to see, but this is your custom auto. It comes in 2 or 3 different paint variations. This is obviously like the seafoam green, white, and black pinstripe, but they also have like, you know, a navel orange, you know, sun puke yellow version out there. And I'm fine with that. But like for a holiday, pull your head out of your ass and give me some fucking new cars. You're a multi-billion-dollar operation. Fucking ridiculous. Just let it Fallout 4 to play. Oh, that's another game I wanted to get into, but I couldn't. Any of the Fallout series. Needlessly complicated for my pathetic caveman brain.
This is pure stupidity on my end, but like, I remember I had just gotten my PS4, and Doom and Fallout 4 was on sale, like the new Doom, or I should knew at the time.
Yeah, I mean,
and instead of getting Doom, you know, the safe bet for me as a big Doom fan, I got Fallout 4 just to see what the hubbub was about. You know, about 2 hours later, I give up and I just stopped playing. And I haven't played it in almost 10 years.
I played Fallout New Vegas because it fell into that sweet spot. Like I mentioned earlier, every big franchise, there's going to be one that hits you right. And New Vegas did that because it was in that part of my life where like I was getting into accepting that I lived in the Southwest and I should just fucking like the shit out here. So I was getting into the Old West and all that other bullshit, like adult wise, like enjoying it intellectually. And my buddy Ben was like really into Fallout and New Vegas, and the old music, you know, was like pitch perfect for me at the time. So I must have threw fucking 40 hours at that game before I go like, ugh, Fallout. I think I made it to Vegas before I was like, ugh, and I broke free of the spell. Yeah, I remember like
a whole lot of running back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, you have too many items, so I gotta go drop them off just to pick up these other ones.
That was like most of life though, man. Like we went from point and click where you could hold anything all the time, like Monkey Island, you could pick up anything that wasn't nailed down, whether you needed it or not, to like, well, you've got like 2 girl pockets. Now, if you don't know what girl pockets are, you might not have come into contact with ladies, but sometimes I'll accidentally, because Krista's jeans will somehow make it into my drawer, and I won't realize until I go, whoa, damn, did I lose some weight? Because she's got hips, obviously. But it's typically about the time I try to stick my hands into my pockets and jam them around the second knuckle. The fuck, you guys? I realize girls have purses, but like, why even pretend those things exist? Like, when you stub your fucking first knuckle and then I go, what the fuck are these doing in here? And I whip Krista with them through town.
Yeah, I had jokingly said to my wife, like, hey, I'm gonna start a jean business, and I'm gonna call them pockets. They're gonna be jeans for women that have pockets on them.
You and me and everybody else have been singing that song for as long as women jeans existed. Because like Andy, when this was just a podcast, you know, we were talking about this very thing. 30 years later, nothing's changed.
Yep. 10 years ago, it was 30 years.
10 years ago, and here we are 30 years in the future. Nothing.
Okay. I should probably say it before I do this. Because this shotgun, I think if you play as Chris, if you grab that shotgun, you have to have like a broken shotgun you put down on it. like, to swap it Indiana Jones style.
Classic.
But I think as Claire, you can just grab it and Barry will save you.
That's another thing, like dumbass people did, like villains did. You would have a replica of something. Like, why? Like, on what planet would you be like, oh, my favorite shotgun? And then the fake shotgun I keep over there in case I have to swap them out. For what?
It's like that lemon-shaped rock right over there.
There's a lemon behind that rock.
There's a lemon behind that rock.
Useless lemon-shaped rock. There was I want to say on the basketball soundtrack, there was a song or a group called Lemon Shaped Rock. Let me look it up really quick because I feel like that's an interesting bit of information that no one will care about but me. And I go, Simpsons did it. I'm typing on the wrong fucking keyboard because I have two. 1998. That was huge in the 90s, right, guys? Basketball.
That's actually like one of my childhood movies.
I love tying movies and everything basically together in pairs. Basketball and A Night at the Roxbury. Boom. I think both of those are comedy gold.
Yeah, I was, big South Park fan. But, and I also liked shit like Airplane, where it's like, it's stupid, but it's on purpose. And like basketball, obviously had Matt Stone and Trey Parker, but it also had that, like, obviously not as good as Airplane, but that silly style of humor where it's like a lot of play on words.
Oh, and it was like, it wasn't reference, right? Like, because when you watch Top Secret, that's a zany spy movie that is alluding to or making fun of or pastiching something without making direct reference to it. Whereas like all the new parody movies, like Scary Movie 2, where they recreate that Nike commercial that I guarantee no one fucking knows anymore. And if you watched it today, you'd go like, why the fuck would any filmmaker dedicate 7 minutes of screen time to like the
Just
characters dribbling a basketball? The fuck, right? But like situations are timeless. And that's why Airplane is funny, because like that movie existed as a drama already. If you have everybody acting as they would, but the situation be zany, right? That's like, it's the opposite of The Simpsons. Everybody is zany, but normal situations happen all the time because otherwise society would crumble. That's what's funny. Like Professor Frink, his lab should blow up all the time, but science happens. The monkey stole the glasses right off my head.
I like when he builds that like tiny house that walks and then just like collapses and catches on fire.
Yeah, the people won't burn quite as quickly.
or back to the Lemon episode when he has that like flying motorcycle that Bart's like, no, that's okay. There's concrete. I need to put my name in.
Hey, flies away. Yeah. Oh fuck, man.
He's like, nope, you had your chance.
Use a flying motorcycle now. I'm going to kill that monkey.
Oh my god, when the guy when he bites into the lemon.
Oh my god.
He's trying to keep the smug face.
Simpsons Bort posting two things I will always love forever. The lemon face or the liver and onions face. Any liver and onions meme I think is fucking hilarious.
Okay.
There's like a supercut on YouTube. You should find it. I think you probably shared it with me, but like every line is replaced with the liver and onions. I'm glad it's happening with more than just the steamed hams thing. I'm glad that thing has like a robust life of its own, but we needed more. I don't know.
Simpsons is just ripe.
Yeah, I don't want
material like that,
and I don't want to say like use such a grandiose term as culture, but it kind of is because like the steamed hams scene was taken and placed in a petri dish and it grew. So I'm going to say, yeah, that's like a full-blown culture, like bacterial infection style.
Obviously, I'm on Simpsons Bort posting. Good luck trying to find me.
Fucking
But
hilarious, though.
like, you know, like you see a lot of the same ones where it's like they become their own memes. Where people they play off of it. Like ones that I see a lot of are the what do you call it? The I sleep in a racing car. Do you?
Yeah,
I see that one a lot.
Yeah, that one's good. All of them, because they're like,
what?
That's
I
what.
toot my own horn, but I made one of my favorites based off that. When I shared it with you guys like months ago, but when I have her and the gladiator boyfriend in the bed, and I have Kirk in the chair watching them.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh nope, I fucked up. She's dead. Okay, so I need to find the shotgun.
Well,
I just wanted to test that out. Oh well.
Game over.
You are fucked. Get wrecked.
Well, there you go. You nuzlocked it. That was an hour and a half. I think that's a good place to call it.
Kind of did it on purpose because I was looking at that time. I'm like,
well, then perfect. You nailed it. So, but you know, this was, at least we have the technology. It worked. You know, it was all there. We could play Blood on the next go around.
Yeah.
All right,
and
folks.
you can show me how to play it because I have no fucking clue.
It's not that hard. It's the only hard thing about it are those fucking cultists. But we'll get into it. Thank you guys for showing up and indulging this sort of lackluster Halloween affair. But
sorry, guys,
the town's washing away, people. There's very little time on my hands. But again, also thank you so much. Appreciate all of your energy and effort and time, because it takes all of that to interact with all of this. FDO, I also want to thank you for doing what you do all of the time, because I mean, let's be real. What would this show be without you?
Different.
Yeah, not good, probably. Yeah, that being said, guys, it is late. I am hoping to wake up to a freshly scraped road with most of the asphalt having washed down the hill. Anyway, guys, I'm going to see if I can't put a little something together. Maybe tomorrow.
Do have a Halloween comp coming up.
Yeah, we do. We'll have more Halloween stuff. I do feel that I've got like Halloween commercials and stuff all over the place that we can go and do. It's just most of my day is spent in the rain and behind a pile of mud. But you don't need to hear about that. See you on the next one, guys. Smell you later on the next episode of FFP Radio. Hold on. Guys, I had the wrong bank open. This one, though. Later.
You don't have Riz.
You don't have Riz. For the try to
Fistful of Podcasts Radio.